welcome back to my channel. So today, if you have read the heading, we are going to talk about my final year experience, like overall how did that go, and everything in detail I am going to tell you. So it's going to be like I'm going to share a series of 6 episodes or 6 videos which I would be uploading periodically. Okay, so before that, as you know, that I am pursuing my post graduation, so I've shifted to some other city from my hometown. That is now I am in Pune, and I'm pursuing my post graduation in sculpture. Yes, so I'm like very excited for the journey since it's going to be of around 2 years, and there are many activities and things that we are going to get involved into. So it is going to be a full uh, kind of engagement kind of 2 years. You have to be like work, submit, and interact with the people and things like that. Like it's a huge campus, and there are different fields as well. It's not only that it's a college of fine arts, but no, there are many different courses which are available over here. Something like engineering, architecture, design, fine arts. Like in fine arts we have, I think, almost, I'm not like sure how many I mean, do we have all courses, but yes, we have music, dance, painting, sculpture, as I told you, applied arts. Yes, at least these five I have seen, so I know at least these five in fine arts we have it in Pune. And yeah, finally I'm here and I'm so happy. Okay, so coming back to the topic, today I would be sharing first episode or the first video of these 6 or 5 to 6 others video which I'm going to make. So it might happen that I might merge 2 topics, since it might happen that 2 of them are small or one of them is small, so I might merge 2 topics. So it may be a 5 to 6 videos compilation. Okay, I mean videos compilation. Yeah. Okay, so today's topic is the experience of my final year. Like I would be sharing the overall experience that had happened. Okay, so let me first tell you the 6 topics that I would be making videos on. They're like the experience of my final year. Then it's 2 of my sculptures which I would be sharing with you, which I made and exhibited in the final year exhibition, and that was the group show that we did. Then it is going to be what is a dissertation, and the dissertation which I have submitted, and some tips of what you can do and what you can avoid during the dissertation process. So you will get to understand everything. It might happen that you are quite new to the final year process, or you might know few things about the final year, but as you move towards after your third year, as you move towards your final year projects and submissions, you got to uh, stay updated and have information from others, so that you can avoid or skip the mistakes which others did, so that you get clear and you can filter everything. So okay, so yeah, let's get started. Oh well, before starting, I would be telling you I'm just wearing this cute top. I hope you can see. This is a black top which has a full sleeves. As you could see, it has full sleeves. You can like pull it over if you want. Oh yeah, that's the lighting. And I extremely love such long length sleeves. I extremely am a fan of that. And it's a quite such kind of cloth which takes your shape, so it's a good kind of cloth. I extremely love that. Yeah, so yeah, let us start with the topic. Okay, so there are few things that you might undergo. Like during this period, you have to accomplish many things, or you have to complete many tasks. Say, professionally, like during your education process, you have to accomplish many things. Like you have to complete your assignments and plan those assignments in such a way so that you can display them into the exhibition. Yes, you have a display at the end of the every year, but the one that is in during the last year, that is the final year or final semester, Okay, so that particular exhibition, it might be a group show or a solo show. It depends on the number of students or the colleagues you have. But during this exhibition, you have to take care of many things. Like the audience is going to increase. Thus, there are going to be people who might okay, the audience that you might have maybe of your same, maybe those who belong to the same field, or maybe like quite opposite to your field. So somewhere into the between you might have your audience, and you need to target the audience at a very large scale. So yeah, so that is what you have to take care about, that yes, uh, what reaction you might get after exhibiting your work. So it depends. I might organize or no, participate into into any show, so that my work into a thought that I should sell my work. Or someone might think that he just want to exhibit and showcase his work. So selling is secondary part, so it's upon you how you want to deal with that. It's totally on you. Okay, so uh, yeah, so along with that, you got to like learn many things, or what I have learned or experienced, so that I'm going to share with you. Like every semester approximately you have 3 to 4 months. So into this 3 to 4 months you need to plan many things. Like you have to submit a dissertation, you have to plan such kinds of projects which could be displayed or could be sold. That's personally on you. Have or develop a way of speaking, or say, as I told you, that the audience that you're going to deal with is going to be different from the audience that comes to your college. If this particular show is going to happen into some other place, like not exactly a college but into a city somewhere else, so you need to understand that the audience that you're going to get, um, maybe maybe different, maybe not equipped with your field. So you need to understand what do they think about this particular show, and have a conversation with them in that particular way or the respect. Say you might need to explain them everything, or maybe they might only understand by looking at your work, so they might be so good at your into the art field. So it depends. So it is going to be in between these two categories. Or even there might be people like who are art lover, and they are like here since they heard, and they are like coming, and since they heard about the exhibition and just ran and came to your show. So even we got such audiences, and we were like quite happy with the crowd that we got into our exhibition. Yes. Yes, on this conversation, I would also like to tell you that during our exhibition, there was, when we were preparing for the exhibition, there was this one lady who came to take her interview, and she belonged to, and she represented a very good newspaper of our city. Actually, that is a very good newspaper of the country, not only the city. So, and she was being called by one of our HODs. So, I would like to thank him for that. And she asked us many questions, like about, obviously about our work, about our subjects. She didn't really ask about the material, since that was not her concern. But yes, she asked us about our experiences, our good experiences, what did we learn, or what are our concepts, and what do we think about art, and things like that, so that her audience can also understand our thoughts. So that is how you need to at least stay prepared, that many such questions can be on your way. So stay prepared for such crowd and audiences, and be ready to give answers in a positive way. Don't indulge into negative, since this is your show and you are hosting it. So try to reply in a positive and a good manner. Yeah. Okay, so talking about the projects, you need to keep few things in mind, at least basic things in mind. Like try to pour everything, just pour your heart out. Like express whatever you want to, and keep expressing till you don't reach a satisfaction level. Like it might happen that the way you imagined your project did not is not executed the way you wanted, or did not turn up like that. So just keep it aside and plan for the other. So that is why you need to work hard for these 3 to 4 months, and it is just a short period. Like it goes like this, seriously, it's like so fast. Like even we were shocked. Those 3 to 4 months, actually the whole year, that is the seventh and the eighth semester, it just went so fast that we had to hurry up into the end, even after planning everything. Okay, so the first one was pour your heart out. Yeah, and the second important thing is related to technical thing. It's like if look up for the infrastructure. Like you might your project might be like, it might be floating, or might be hanging from the roof, or might be anything like that. It must be sticking out or anything like that. So just take care of the infrastructure, since on time you cannot just go and check, or the day just the day before, I mean, you just cannot go and check on the place of your exhibition, that is it there or not, is it compatible with my project, is the infrastructure even present there. No, don't do that. At least have 3 to 4 visits to your exhibition before the even preparing for your exhibition, or at least 2 visits, so that you get to understand what is the area that is available and how many works you need to exhibit, or is it supporting your work, or is it like is like a work, is your work standing out of that space, or is it indulging into the space itself. So you need to visualize every picture or every corner of your gallery, so that your shows just like stands apart, and it is like a successful show. So you need to have a good amount of planning. So yeah, that was the second one, the infrastructure. The third one is that know everything about your project. As I told you that you are going to have a good amount of audience, right? It is going to be of various categories. So you need to stay quite updated with your own project. Obviously it is the one, I mean, which you have made. So you need to know everything about it, say the material, the process, the timing, the concept, and anything in and out, everything you need to know. And obviously it's like quite obvious, like you might even like indulge that process into yourself, since you are going to spend so much of time doing that project. So it is going to be quite easy for you, don't worry about that. And yeah, also I mean, another important thing that I would like to tell you is that if this is going to be a group show, you need to understand that you are going to work in a team. Since even it was our group show, so we were 4 of them, and we held together quite in a good way. We had to advertise of our show, spread the word of our show, or invite people other than the colleges itself, but our other than the artist, the other category might be your friends, relatives, anything like that. Such people might be everyone you know. So you need to work into a teamwork. Yeah, so you need to communicate in a good way with your team, since it might happen that during just the last stages of your exhibition, like you are preparing or say hanging or installing your work in chart, you might need the help of your other 2 to 3 artists, I mean the artist, yeah. So you need to have a good rapport with each other, so you need to work in a team. If it is going to be a solo show, you will hire someone, or you will ask for the help of your friends or anything like that. So ultimately it is a teamwork. Yeah, even if it is a solo show, you at least need to have at least one who can help you for the installation process and things like that. So during our whole process, we had planned everything. Like many of our things were being planned. We used to held meetings, so that have a checklist that yes, this is done, this is done, this is left. These things needs improvement, or we have to go there and give our invitations and things like that. So we started to plan everything. Like around 45 days earlier, we started to team up and started to take out a list that what all things are left, and what all things need to be done on which days, say like set deadlines. But even after setting deadlines, and even after asking for help from our colleagues, you normally ask, and it's quite normal. So even after taking the help from people, till the last day we had to work hard, we were like so exhausted during our exhibition. I mean, during the last day of the exhibition, but it was quite good. The audience that we got were like quite good. Like there were few audience who came after reading the press note. Few came since we had done some advertisement. So like the distribution of the invitation, and few of them had were our friends and family members, and were their friends as well. So it was a good show, and the audience actually liked our work, and even the delegates liked our work. They interacted with us at for like quite a good time. Even they were surprised to see different kinds of methods, or concepts, and understand the concepts of the students. So it was overall a very good show. There were many of our friends who helped us. So even that is the actual time that you understand what a team work might result to, or how to stay into a team. So yeah, even that is a good thing. So as I told you, like if you're working in a team, you're going to be a team player. So even you gotta work, I mean, you need to help to someone else. So stay into that equal kind of behavior. Yeah, so this was first video of the series that I am doing, and it might be of around 5 to 6 videos, as I told you. I mean, that is going to be a series. So stay tuned for these next one, and let's meet next as soon on YouTube. Ta-da!